Hello, I'm Glenn Tobey. I'm a Spring Forest Shikang master and a psychotherapist. And the topic of this 5 minute talk really is about kind of sequencing, and folding out. So a couple of days ago, I was in the front yard with my 4-year-old granddaughter. We were just looking around at stuff. And then she noticed these leaves, that had fallen down. And these leaves had holes in them. Maybe you can't quite see them, but they're not, like clear leaves any longer. And she goes, "Oh, look, they've been chewed away by a caterpillar." So she got fascinated by these leaves. And then she said, "Okay, if this is from a caterpillar, then let's go find the caterpillar." So then we looked around, and then she found a little green caterpillar. And then she said, "Well, where does the caterpillar come from?" So she's beginning to do a sequence in her mind. Here are the leaves. Here's the caterpillar eating away at the leaves, but the caterpillar has to come from somewhere. And she looks up at the trees and goes, "Oh, I bet you the caterpillar lives up in the trees. It must eat the leaves, and then the leaves drop down, and maybe that one then will come down too." So here's a sequence of leaves and caterpillar and trees. And this idea, she said, "Oh, caterpillars turn into butterflies." So here she introduces this concept of transformation. That's not quite the word she used. But she understood that, the caterpillar needs to eat the leaf in order to become a butterfly, but in order to come live in a home called the trees. So neither one of them was unimportant. You could say, why should a caterpillar pick on those leaves? Or what's wrong with the trees? No, everything was fitting together. The leaves not needed, but the leaves fell down in order to be eaten. And the caterpillar ate the leaves in order to become the butterfly, and the tree will produce more leaves. So what a beautiful sequence of what's going on. So here I am standing in my backyard now. I have this umbrella because right now we're trying to make sure I get this talk in before it rains. But just in case it doesn't, I've got a little protection from this with this umbrella. So here it is, the threat of rain. So it's not the rain, it's the umbrella right now. It's like the leaves. I've got the umbrella, and the caterpillar, so to speak, is the rain that could come down, But the bigger picture really is the clouds in the storm that's coming, the wind that's beginning to pick up. So which one is more important than the other? No, they're all important. So the umbrella has a function, and then the rain has a function, and the storm, the bigger picture, has a function. Not one of them should be eliminated. All of them fit together really well, especially if I want to stay dry. So the emphasis on the importance of the leaves and the caterpillar, the butterfly, and the trees all fit together. A beautiful sequence. The idea of protection, so to speak, from the elements, important. I usually wear a tuxedo, so I want to make sure that I have some protection on me. And then the rain that comes down, essential. And then the storm behind it, essential. All three things fit together. All three things are powerful and important. So as a psychotherapist, people come to me with specific concerns. As a Spring Forest Shikang master, people come to me with specific concerns. Mostly like illnesses, either physical or emotional. A lot of time people focus just on the physical illness. So what I love about Spring Forest Shikang is this ability it has to teach about the sequence of things and how all of those things are really important and how all of those things really do the teaching. So the caterpillar, so to speak, taught the leaf how important it was, and the tree taught how important it was in order to help the caterpillar become a butterfly. The storm coming up that's been building for a while is teaching, about the rain that's going to come, that's teaching me about looking for protection. If I made one more important than the other, I'd be out of balance. So illness that people have, sometimes they pay so much attention to it that they maybe forget really the purpose of the illness coming to them. So I love Spring Forest Shikang so much because it begins to talk about, in a lot of ways, yes, the illness, the physical illness is important, but it's there because something else has gone on before that, and something bigger than that has happened. So if you took away or just focused on the illness, almost the illness becomes more powerful. So talking with some people this week, they have this condition happening inside of them, and they want to get rid of this physical thing. The more I talk with them, the more they began to see, no, the illness was trying to show them something that was going on in a bigger part of their life. Matter of fact, if they gave up the illness, they wouldn't know how to face a particularly difficult thing. So the illness really helped them, not face a difficult growth experience and spiritual development. All those three became important: the illness, what was really going on, and then the bigger picture. So the leaf, the caterpillar, butterfly in the tree, the umbrella, protection, and then, the sequence. And then with the illness, why am I ill now? What's the purpose of the illness? How come this time of my life, this illness came to me? Because that's the sequence for that person, for us. So take a look at what part you play in things. So when things are happening to you, the more you focus on that one thing, the more it becomes stronger, so to speak. It takes over your life. Look at the sequence of things. What's bigger than that? What's bigger than that? Spring Forest Shikang really is a wonderful teacher about seeing that sequence. Thank you for listening.